This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in a ice cream whip, triple school. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm a highly favored.
Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Los Angeles Rams. This will be taken very short. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return.
First and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming.
Hey, lift. 52. Hard ball.
Goff. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Hot. 180.
Check. 55 to Mike. I got you, boy.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Strip that ball. Check it back.
From the 50, it's gone. This one caught by Davis. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 40.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
We go tonight. 180.
Here we go.
On first down, gone. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he's not going to get the first down. He had to get to the 30, but he's a yard or 2 short. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. From the right hash, this from 48. And Hopkins' kick is good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, first and 10 at their 25-yard line.
12.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. Wilson throwing again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Now they face a third and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
19.
From the gun, it's Wilson. He completes this one to Mack. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. On third and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10.
Hey, watch it. Check 99. Check 99. Patrick.
Alert.
They run on first down with Jackson. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
That's it.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
Switch up.
Brings up second and 7.
Check 4.
36 power.
On second down, this is Jackson.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Switch it. Kill.
On third down, this is Jackson. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Here we go. Get up for signal. Jim. He's checking. He's
Bang out. Bam.
On first down, it's Jackson. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12. Now it's Jackson. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
Got it.
On third down, it's Jackson, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Goff. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That one a first down pickup of 8.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. The first down run with Gurley, good for only about 3. It's second down now. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd and 7, Goff firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Mike 55. Hey,
Alpha. Go, slow, go.
36.
Value 3. We go, 76. 77.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's got an open man, Clark. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Goff in the offense with a 1st and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far.
Check.
Hey, kill. Hey, shell.
To throw is gone. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Jadeveon Clowney gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Hold on. Check.
Goff now looks to throw. And the pressure gets to him again.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised him a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped him well short of a 1st down.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're 1st place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals. All right, number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. 2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Aaron Donald, a milestone sack for him as it moves him past Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor, who finished his career with 132 and a half. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougal.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Let him know.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. This is more where I came from. Here we go. 180. Hey, let's go. Let's go, ground.
Now Goff. And he will find his man on the outside. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams 1st down. Goff in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the pistol, it's Gurley. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Line 20. Yo.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. There he goes, right side. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. In for the score. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Play action. It's Wilson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 44-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
At the 38-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got? Go. Give me some. Here we go. Mike 5-4.
Wilson will throw again. Dumps this one off to Chris Carson. And he gets it down to the 32. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So 2 missed field goals for him now, and that's helped keep them with a big 0 on the scoreboard.
Well, it's not the only reason they have a 0. The offense has been bogged down a few times now, but it's certainly not helping the cause any at all.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
To throw again, Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Aaron Donald in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Check. Watch what we got. What we got? Gotta go in and out. Let's go. Switch.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
And taken right on the 30. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. A big boot that time. 57 yards, the official distance. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Like 20.
Watch the run.
On 1st and 10, Goff. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Goff for Clark again, and this time he's got him. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Alert 3.
On the draw, Goff gives to Gurley. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Cut. 180.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Cut.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Goff. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Under 10. Under 10. 10. Kill, kill, kill.
DC.
Check 24.
Turbo, set. Hey, kill.
From the gun, here's Goff. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see.
2nd and 6 at the 25-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Mike 54. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the curve.
Now it's Wilson. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch the screen. Pass. Whip.
Listen.
Check.
Time to establish the run game here. Gurley looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Right here.
Out of the gun. Goff. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
Get in the way. Tight dog. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard. Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to have a third down.
180!
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Switch.
Gone. He gets it to Gurley, complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well. Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Hoping for a fourth down stop. Instead, they flinch and move the chains. Flinch, jump, not watching the ball. All the sins that you're not supposed to commit, they come into play there. So now from half the distance closer, here's first and goal. Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Todd Gurley, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done. And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter. Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage. Goff now looking to throw. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
And the Seahawks, first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. That throw good for 4. It's second down. I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Los Angeles. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Here's Wilson operating from the gun. That's complete into the hands of Carson.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Hey, alert.
Mike 50, Mike 50.
Check. He's coming.
The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. And this is incomplete. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position.
Cut. 180. Hey, shell.
Yet another carry here tonight for Gurley. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Another carry now for Gurley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. The Rams on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Alert 16. Back. Check. Shell.
Goff. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a 1st down for L.A. Goff now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Mike 59. Check.
From the 22, Goff. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. To throw on 2nd and 6, Goff. He was looking for Todd Gurley, but now it's 3rd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the third time tonight. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Hopkins' kick is good. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
They'll start here with Jackson. And an alley to run. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Check 37. Check 37. Check. Look left.
They'll run it with Jackson. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. The Seahawks on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Wilson. He completes this one to Mack. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Wilson now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Get ready.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run on first down. It's Carson. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 34. He covered a lot of ground, great blocking, and now they can sniff that end zone.
They certainly can, and because of that run, maybe you come back and fake it to him on this play and throw a little play action. Someone should break wide open.
Check it backer.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Let's get it.
At the 2-yard line.
They'll try the ground game with Jackson. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. Jason Myers now for the extra point. He's got it, and that makes our score 24-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
Check 9. Slam. 5.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Again they run with Gurley. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Here comes the Rams punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they can.